Hello guys and welcome back. So today I have a big issue to solve and I want to share that with you guys. So I have this roof right here and I installed the EPS boards on. I'm doing external wall insulation at the moment. Now the roof, that roof that you see on top there, it's built on top of another roof. So at the bottom we have another fascia board, timber one, that they just left it there. And when they built that roof, they built it even a little bit crooked. They left everything like this, and now I have a lot of issues. Now the EPS board, it's a 90mm board and it's poking a little bit out. Now when I installed the EPS board, I just cut it from the back to fit onto the other fascia board, which it was a timber one. And yeah, everything fit nicely, but it's sticking a little bit out and water is going underneath it. So I will have to solve this problem somehow. As you can see, the EPS board on this corner, it's almost flush, and on this corner it's about 2 centimeters out. So yeah, the building or that roof, it's poking a little bit out from that side, and that gives me some problems. But I came with an idea, and I'm just going to use these PVC beads. I already cut them down to fit the measure. I even cut the angle right there. Originally were these, so I had to trim a little bit from them. And now just going to show you quickly what's happening on the top. So here I already marked the EPS boards because I will need to cut them. It is going to be cut on a slope, and then the PVC beads are going to be installed right inside. After I'm going to cut, I'm going to fill it with foam. The foam is going to help with the sticking of that bead, because once that I'm going to fill everything in and I'm going to insert that inside, is going to be stuck to the EPS board and at the back of the board. So I'm just going to quickly now cut down the EPS board all around, and then I'm just going to fit my beads that I already cut. And for this, I'm just going to use a heat gun to cut the EPS board and my level. Heating. Okay, so now I will just need to fix it with some foam, and that should be it. But before that I will have to take this blue plastic off, which is never going easily. Ready to fill. Now this is a fiddly job, but the way that I'm doing it right now is going to blend in nicely, because we can even use some verge trims that usually are used for the roof to be extended, and I have a video on that. I'm just going to put it in the description of this video and probably at the end of the video, and you can see how I've done that. But those are quite bulky, and I preferred to do it this way because it's going to blend in better. So now I'm just going to let the foam to go off. I'm going to fill it with some more where it's needed, and then I'm just going to seal it with a bit of silicone on the top right here. So now I'm just going to jump and do the other side, and I'm going to show you how it's going to be at the end. At this moment I extended that so I can actually start to fill even on this side. Now for that I always carry some tools with me, foam, because when I'm doing this I'm even checking to see if there are other gaps or stuff like that. So I'm going to fill it with foam or cut it, and the most important is the rasp, because wherever is going to be the APS board a little bit outside, you can just rasp it a little bit and you bring it at the same level. If it's not too much like here, I'm just going to fill it up with adhesive. So I'm just going to carry on now. that now is done, and I will just need to put a bit of silicone once that this side is going to go off. That side it's already off, but I'm not going to touch it for now. I'm going to do everything in one go. So now it's going to be a little bit better. The water is not going to go underneath the EPS board and onto the wall. It's going to be a bit more protected, and it looks even better, I believe, than the actual roof extenders or verges. And I believe that's it for today. I just need to take my tools away, and I am going to continue tomorrow, which is going to be another clip. Now, this is how am I doing the filling, and this is going to help a little bit with the ghosting effect, because when it's going to be very cold outside and very warm inside, you can actually see the fittings, because they are going to bring the heat through them outside. So it's going to be a little bit of thermal bridging. And also sometimes if the EPS board is not filled properly and they are not sitting together, they are going to give that ghosting effect also. So that's why I always try to put as much foam as I can, and where is just a small gap, I'm just going to put the adhesive. The adhesive is not going to do a lot, but thicker is going to be, longer is going to take to pass the heat through. So that's why I'm trying to put many coats, so the ghosting effect is going to be less. Now definitely this system right here can be done differently. You can actually drill the board, drill for the fixings, and after that you can cover it with the EPS plug. Now we can see better the ghosting effect, which is a lot onto that building. So we can actually see all the bricks, all the blocks at the back, because probably they just used one coat, and you get that ghosting effect right there. And we don't want that. Even if we are going to put 2 coats of adhesive right here, then it's going to be the primer, which is quite thick by its own, and then it's going to be the silicone render. You can still see it. All these coats right here, they are not that thick, so the heat can easily pass through. So that is all done. You can see what's happening on my next video, how it's going to proceed. And meanwhile, don't forget to squeeze that like button, and see you on the next one.